Я уже прогрузился, загрузился, перегрузился. И уже главный герой читает какую-то там лекцию. Окей. Так, кто-то там вызывал, да, их куда это вы все побежали, да, ребят? Ну-ка там, сканировать, сканировать, сканировать. Нечего сканировать, да, какой кошмар вообще. Все говорят, что эта игра состоит из одного сканирования, но, как мы видим, уже нет. Все это вранье. Блин, а вот это сканирование, это как типа ведьмачьего зрения или еще кого-то такого видения. Я не хочу в эту комнатку, я хочу, например, вот в эту. Или что, я так, скорее всего, понимаю, пофиг вообще, куда идти, туда-сюда, ну, естественно. Вы меня обманули, да? Стояли, ждали там. Могли бы побежать за мной.
Let your teams know that docking procedures are now in effect. We've got 20,000 colonists still asleep, and we'll need somewhere to put them when the alarm clock goes off. As soon as we get clearance from the Nexus, we'll be following stasis revival protocols. We want to avoid any logjams, so it's vital your teams coordinate with each other and keep people moving. Any questions so far?
How do we handle deaths that occurred in transit?
Right.
Они уже готовы к жертвам. Короче, короче, вы и так все сдохнут. Я все понял у вас. Я все понял. Я... Что? Вот это я понимаю. Вот это вот. Опять лифты. Опять лифты.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
Ой, не говори, сейчас бы выпить. Вообще было бы нормально, прям. Какие-то чуваки будут тут бухать. Придем в норму, но я немножко не дочитал ее диалог.
Here we are.
Блин. А в чем разница? Нафиг мне было, надо было удерживать это все дерьмо.
I don't see any champagne.
Where is everybody? Well, this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
Ну, это ж вылитая. Вылетает, как его? Цитадель.
Plants are still alive.
Растения еще живы.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Авина, она же и была
Can
как
you
раз.
tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, my code is limited
Была
to
в цитадели.
information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed
О,
responses.
опять это тонны, короче, вопросов. Ну, давай поспрашиваем ее.
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Не сомневаюсь,
What is the
деточка, не
Nexus?
сомневаюсь.
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
И чё, по идее, вы же должны свое правительство, еще какое-то говнецо, все это создать и так далее. Ой, такой срач же это будет вообще кошмар, а эти феминистские и всякие геи, они же займут свое место. Вот это, ой, боже мой, боже мой.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7? The gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5. Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7. That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
Жилище 7, это которое типа мрачное. Ну да, там прям прям все очень мрачно, там настолько плачевно. Всем понравится, всем понравится.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to
На
feel
630
disoriented or
с чем-то,
confused upon
34
arrival.
что ли лет.
Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
По-моему, вы все лажаете тут, нет?
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current
Ой,
wait time
спасибо,
for
спасибо.
immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
Итак. Так, могу пойти наверх.
Hello?
This place should be packed with people.
Так, там уже человек есть. Я сомневаюсь, что это какой-нибудь зомбарь или еще что-то в этом роде. Ага. Уже куда-то пошли, уже что-то прям как дома себя уже чувствуют. Один я тут что-то бегаю, что-то осматриваюсь. Пытаюсь выжить, не знаю, в этих сумраках. А мне прям и говорят, да, иди прямо. Ну окей. Окей.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
Здравствуйте.
Let's...
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark? Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're
Что не
here.
так?
You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it. I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an arc had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first arc we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Ого, мы даже самые первые, кто прилетел. О, все Розарии, ой, Розарии, Азарии, всякие там турианцы, все они вообще всосали по полной. Люди тащат, в принципе, как и всегда.
We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
Худшее позади, все только
No
начинается,
word from the
сынок.
other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are going to be a real problem.
This day just keeps getting better.
We're
Они
here.
уже знали, они уже... О, боже
You guys go
мой.
ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an arc to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
Что-то делает Кроган за пультом управления. Че за дерьмо? Кроган ученый, вы чё все... Кроган программист.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
Ах, ты летели же вы
This is
пожрать.
Foster
Я тебя
Addison.
понял,
She oversees
короче.
colonial
Ты мне
affairs.
кого-то напоминаешь, тетка.
Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
Ага.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the golden
В него
worlds
никто не
panned
верит.
out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them
Ладно, я
up.
все понял. Иди сканируй,
Until they
короче,
have somewhere
планеты,
to
да?
live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
Не волнуйтесь,
It now falls to
можете
you,
лететь
Ryder.
все обратно. Шепард
up
уже
to the
выиграл
task?
все войны, войну, вообще все, там уже все отлично. Любая концовка сойдет. Прям, блин, я все пропустил. Без сомнения, пускай будет так.
I may not have been the first choice, but I'm ready for this.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
Ах ты,
That's no way to treat a guest.
что это за голосок? Что? Как ты ходишь вообще?
I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
Что за дерьмо
It's
тут
nothing
происходит?
personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
Ну, у Кроганов не такой голос. Что за...
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Ага.
Welcome
Слышь?
to the Nexus.
Слышь, так-то этот... Блин, он вел телочку, а главному герою похер вообще... Ах,
Thank you for standing up for me there.
хотя у него же
Hope
депрессия
in short
и
supply
все дела.
What little we can
Надо его
find
понять.
should have a chance to
Ma'am, the
bloom.
Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something.
А, это самка? Это
An
самка
hour ago,
Кроган?
that
Ух
was all
ты.
dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
О, не получилось с человеком, так с Кроганом, да, все будет чики-пуки. Чё-то прям... О, сколько со всеми говорить надо. Чё у меня там с журналом происходит вообще? Блин, журнал. Так. О, дополнительные задачи. Вот это будем, короче, сначала проходить. Так. Теперь-то я могу наконец-то я могу засейвиться. Боже что мой, я этого так долго ждал. Просто... Доброе утро.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Вы что, мутились, что ли?
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This
Milky
mess.
Way.
We don't have a lot of options.
Блин, я
Maybe you'll prove your
за
father
нее не
right.
читаю то, что она
After
говорит
14
мне.
months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
А зря не хлопаешь. Поэтому я, пожалуй,
How do you fit into the
заставлю
Nexus
тебя
leadership?
говорить.
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me
Ты мне
away.
кого-то напоминаешь
And
из
here we
прошлых
are,
частей, прям,
idling.
блин. Значит, не по... О, отношения, да.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry.
Ну,
That's how bad it is.
не знаю.
Not sure who started it, but we're calling them
Судя
Ked.
по всему, то, что было в прошлой части, да, в ролике.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us.
Сейчас, минутку, надо
I do
говорить.
not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Так вот, судя по тому, то, что было в том ролике, когда, типа, инопланетянин решил все-таки повторить движение этого отца, да, главного героя, вот это вот, ручку поднять, типа... Я так и не понял, что это тоже такое. Он хотел повторить тоже, активировать, деактивировать, что-то, что это прям, ну вот это вот... Не знаю, по-моему, они еще тупее, чем мы, так что я не знаю, тут что-то прям, пока ничего не ясно. И пока мы
There's
тащим
also the
их.
strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Какой кошмар. Они не были готовы к сопротивлению, вы вообще какие-то тупые, что ли. Вы летите в новую галактику, в неизведанную. Точнее, я так понял, они ее изучали, но толку-то от этого я не знаю. Они должны были сделать расчет на то, что что-то пойдет не так.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years
Моральный
dead.
выбор, моральный выбор.
Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Ты чё, коза,
Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not
Так вот, я не понимаю, как можно так тупануть, что типа... Чтобы не предусмотреть то, что вдруг они прилетят, все окажется уже по-другому, или там враги будут какие-то, тоже все это... Какие вы все-таки тупые, а? Ну, я не знаю, нельзя так лажать, нельзя прям просто. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Спокойно. Так, кто-то тут рядом.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together.
Че-то тут слишком много сильных и независимых женщин, а уж эти феминистки опять лезут. Не пойми прям куда вообще.
Workspace not allocated. Please select a topic.
Опять куча базара, ну
You
давай.
are Employee Writer, Salary Code 19B, Active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait? For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyrion Kandros. Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk.
Вообще все облажались. Улетели от жнецов от конца мира, а прилетели в не лучшие места. Несмотря на то, что в Млечном Пути в этой галактике все разрулились, Шепард всех спас и вообще все круто. Они даже не могли предвидеть то, что это тут враждебная раса будет. Ну, вообще, офигеть. Тоже мне умные расы.
Have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Так.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
О, девушка Кроган. Какие-то у тебя непонятные следы прямо на полу. Я, конечно, не хочу ничего, как бы, ни на что не намекать, да. Но это похоже на емкость с омнигелем.
My crew's working on it. we've moved the Ops Center to the top of our priority list. There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
Oh.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Oh, genophage.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn.
Только в Млечном Пути уже все нормально, а вот это вы лошары вообще, конечно. Я в шоке вообще, вот так облажались, я в пахере.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Ну, у вас так.
What kind of work do you do,
Десятки, сотни, да один до живой
I was part of the
дородится,
team
так
that
что не
originally
все.
designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there. That's an entire sector showing green. Good job.
Так, левый ближе, да. Ну, я вообще в шоке. Так ложать, народ. Я просто, ну... Это женщина-турянец? Продавец оружия?
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got.
Что с тобой, чувак? Ты какой-то слишком какой-то квадратный, кого-то из GTA San Andreas.
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Воу, это что, ближнее оружие? Ближнее оружие? Воу-воу-воу, вот что-что, а вот это мне дико пригодится. Оу, оу. Схема. Какой-то крафт тут что-то прям. Ну вот это вот. А, нет, чё? В смысле одноразовое оружие? Ну, не знаю даже. Но выглядит прикольно. Как-нибудь в следующий раз Баффи. Ой.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Че-то прям. О, контейнер. Броня. Берем все берем. Кстати, интересно, сколько тут тиммейтов? Потому что, например, в первой третьей части меня очень огорчили тиммейты, точнее их количество. Их было просто тупо по классам 6.
You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Что-то вас тут много.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation effort?
If you don't...
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics.
Куча новых заданий, да?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the... They haven't reported in for some time. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Соберись, тряпка.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened.
Так, и все это побочка, да? Так. Ну-ка. Сканировать формы жизни? Оу. Но это явно на планетах, нет? Это явно на планетах. О, Нига, ты уже тут чё, с кем-то мучишь или... Это моя сестра? Нет, это вроде не моя сестра.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is... let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just...
A lot.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I'm feeling less bad. Everyone...
А с телочкой не поговорить, да?
It's not right. It's not fair.
Боже мой, ты какая-то эта зелененькая. Слишком.
You're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Да не вопрос, дорогуша.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Ну, хз, я бы с тобой не стал бы встречаться.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts holding key positions, or just distracting the Ket. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Что, вот так вот просто? Так, оцени силы врага, я ничего не понял. Что это? Так, ну-ка, ознакомьтесь с описанием задания, временными рамками, награды за успешное выполнение, дополнительными подробностями. Это задание в данный момент доступны вашим ударным отрядам. Выберите задание с помощью Х и отправьте ударный отряд. Список заданий обновляется каждый день. О, это все на онлайне все держится. Значок указывает на уровень сложности задания. По-моему... золотой, да. Оцените силы врага, да, требуется времени 50... Что? 50 минут. Так. Что-то я прям это... Давайте в первую отправим. Надеюсь, вы там не сдохнете. Шанс успеха 74%. Да, маловато. Маловато, конечно.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrion Ark.
What's the word on the Tyrion Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows?
Да,
If you
все
need
живы по
anything, come
любасу.
see me, even if it's just a vent.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Окей, ты наконец-то.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. But that isn't news to you, right?
Да, я сам все прикрою, не волнуйся.
Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Чё такая-то
This is the planet where we landed.
Ты, о, Кадрид мою тёлочку, да? Правда, я еще не выбрала то, что с ней буду лететь. Мне не нравится ее причесон, какой-то уж.
We were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the Golden Worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
О, ну все ясно, иди сам
I think I
разберись.
should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that. Ah!
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Ryder,
Все, они уже
you
глюки
have my
пошли.
condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me. They don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Oh, все понятно с тобой.
You're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space.
Боже,
Life had its
Миссими
detours and I
командует
went a different
бухгалтер,
direction.
кошмар.
Then I heard about the initiative. and saw
Тогда
my
все
chance to
понятно,
try
почему
the
все
path not
крушится,
take. While I
из-за
may
чего
not
все
be setting
тупые
foot
такие.
on new worlds,
Кошмар.
my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the Initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the Cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Не волнуйся, я могу перезагружаться каждый раз, когда сдохну.
Thanks for your time.
I'm happy
Я
to
затащу.
help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Вот это, конечно, потный диалог был. Вот это я хрен его знает. Отметки нету, да? Какие-то значки тут везде. Поговорить.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Мало того, что тут одни бухгалтерия одна, так еще и электрики не с того места пришли.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
А мне типа доверился, да?
Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that would really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine.
Нафиг саботаж. Я запрашивал пропавшие ковчеги, да. Нифига, да. С чистого листа. Так-то получше будет, да, наверное? Что-то я Сигнал вообще пропадает, да?
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel. Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Так, спущусь сначала вниз. Что у нас тут? Так, панелька, да, панелька.
Notice the handoff there. Too small for lizards.
You'd be surprised. There's also providing the seed bag.
Nobody's making creeper in Andromeda.
You'd be surprised.
Сломан, да. Что-то тут явно нечисто. Так, куда-то вниз. Попозже все обследую, все осмотрю. Так, с тобой я уже беседовал, да? Здесь ничего нет.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Наверх.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Ниже. О, привет.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Что? Не-не-не, вот это... так.
I expected something like that. I can handle the pressure.
Good to hear. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the
будет
Ark and
Нига
check in with
100%.
Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
О, да, сестренка, наконец-то. Йоу, детка, не хочешь еще раз поговорить? Нет? Нет? Так, подождите, у нас тут еще вот первый убийца есть. На этом этаже ведь, да?
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, He refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Я, конечно, не спектр, но чувствую себя как спектр.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying?
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros.
Еще кое-кто появился, да?
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Давай послушаем, да?
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Ни хрена непонятно вообще. Хотя по первому впечатлению, да, там какая-то задница была. И скорее всего, типа он виноват, такой дерзкий, там все дела. С тобой ведь нельзя, да, поговорить? Наговорились, да, уже все.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted, "No." Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Friends fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Слышь, да? Может, ты его кокнула?
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
О, чуваки, так давайте я отправлюсь на планетку, найду это тело, и все будет отлично. Какие-то проблемы все устраивают.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilken-Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. With all we've been through, the people need stability. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Отлично. Я-то думал, знаете, как в скайримчике, типа вам дадут кучу мелкой инфы, и ты потом стой думай, кого бы выбрать, и потом все это ни на что не влияет. Так. Сканировать формы жизни, сканировать минералы, найти пропавшее научное судно. Блин. Еще и это все отмечать, что ли? Так, так. Что ж, я так понял, единственное активное задание, которое есть на этой станции, это вот это. Интересная загрузочка, конечно. Эй, йоу. А, нет, я передумал. Оп-оп. Новые пушечки, прям вообще какие-то усилители. Прям.
Pathfinder, it's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
We just got here. How did you know that already?
Word gets around.
Does it now?
People talk to me. Anyway, as soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
Опять тон диалога. Ты кто? А ты откуда? Твоя семья? Что ты ела сегодня? Где была?
No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting, but I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
Что-то прям вот эта вот тетка, да, как она, блин, я уже забыл, как она.
How do you feel about all this now that we're here?
Для них.
Hopeful. I know it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
Have to go now. See you later.
Good luck.
Ох уж это начало вечно, прям в самом начале всяких от BioWare, да, там игр, куча просто тонна диалогов, просто текста, вот это вот, ты бегаешь прям, я не знаю, 90% своего пролога, начало тупо базар с тонной диалогов.
You're not on the bridge, Captain?
We powered it down. Can't afford to waste energy. Though Cryo Bay and Sam Node are exempt. And I told them to keep their hands off Alec's quarters. You have access now.
Thanks.
Hey, sorry about your father. He was really good at what he did. Just not so good at working with people. He was right about going planetside, though.
I wish you were still here. There's so much you could have taught me.
You'll do fine. You're off to a good start. If there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
Ну, хоть кто-то на моей стороне.
Now that the Hyperion is docked, what'll you do?
Normally, I'd supervise thawing out the colonists, but that's been put on hold. I hear you're the one helping resolve the issue. Good luck with that.
If someone had told you that you'd be in the Andromeda cluster, even 5 years ago...
Are you kidding me? I'd have laughed them out of the quadrant. Although the way things are now isn't exactly what I was hoping for either. We all knew there was a possibility on arrival of less than ideal circumstances. When you sign up, you hope for the best and plan for the worst.
Да, я вижу, как вы подготовились к худшему. Точнее, кто там готовился вообще? Расчета не было на то, что тут враждебные инопланетяшки есть, или какая-нибудь раса там, или еще кто-нибудь. Всем посрать было. Боже мой, тут бухгалтерия вообще всем правит. Я в ахере просто от них.
Why did you join the initiative? We're a long way from home.
Готовы они были.
How could I not? I love my job. Coming here, all this, it was just a logical extension of what I already do. Sailing through new stars, discovering new worlds. What self-respecting explorer could pass that up?
Thanks for the talk.
All right. I have requests to submit, administrators to harass, and people to wake up. Better get to it. Good luck out there.
Ой. Боже мой, что с ними? Вот что с этими чуваками? Я такого уже чувака нахожу. Ну, короче, он не первый. И, наверное, не последний. В таких вот позах непонятных вообще сидит.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
О, модуль Сэма. Нет, нет, пока сюда еще рано.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
О, спасибо. Твою налево. Пистолет.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Нормандия. Зачем ты взял? И чё?
Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
Положи Нормандию обратно, я фиг его знает. Я хочу, чтобы красиво все стояло, как в третьей части или во второй у Шепарда на этой.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like. What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
Liara Tassoni?
Just a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sisters mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful. Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck.
Это что, они разговаривали до событий первого Mass Effect'а, что ли? Что-то я прям все запамятовал уже, кем она была до этого.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. Tapero says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
That log is inaccessible at this time.
О,
That log is inaccessible at this time.
и что, типа со временем будет этот
That log is
открываться, что ли?
inaccessible at this time. That log is inaccessible at this time.
Ну пока ни о чем не рассказал. О.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni. and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
И чё, и все, что ли?
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The Prothean civilization spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all members of the species really had died out. While it's possible that living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
Окей. Так, было бы еще неплохо найти сестреночку, да? А, типа обратно, да, бежать? Ну-ка, подождите, а тут все закрыто, да? Все закрыто. Но хотя бы загрузки между локациями не такие уж и долгие. Что? Что-то я прям этот... А куда ж ты меня направляешь? Наверх.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Так, а тут наверху у нас что? А, я ж там был.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
А, нет, стоп. Это вообще, это третье место, что ли? Я запутался что-то.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Biometrics do not match. Negative match.
Боже мой, я такого уже видел. Как это? В другом месте, в другой Локи. Скорее всего, туда придется идти, нет? Ниже, куда она мне показывает. А, ниже. Ну, естественно, естественно. Так, подождите. А он там у нас что, просто тупик? Вот тут-то вот. А чё это только с ней можно поговорить, а с остальным нельзя?
The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
А, еще одно задание. Ох уж эти катания. Почему ты мне показываешь, что езжать обратно? А чё, сразу так нельзя, что ли, делать, или чё?
Biometrics do not match.
Да, я знаю, тут еще одного кривляку это просто. Да, он самый.
Inaccurate match.
Не он? Ух ты.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
Ну все, мужик, ты встрял, короче.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
We can't let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
Перспективность, что? Это... Нафиг ты мне нужен? А где тут, как это, типа там... О, 4 очка, ух ты, ух ты. Неизвестна групповая поддержка. А, треугольнички. Ого. Ого. Лишняя турелька не помешала бы, да. Так вот, чё там? Что? Нет, нет, я разве... Разве я новую не качнул? О. Так-то ново больше подойдет. Так, а еще я слышал, что сингулярность это прям вообще дико топово. Тяга. Тяга у нас что дает? Так, поднимает воздух. Так, пока вообще не понял. Уровень Nexus и чего, и чего? Ну-ка, а если я перезагружусь? Так. Да я уже знаю, кто где, что.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale.
Dale Atkins.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do. My sister is out there. I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
Что-то никакой разницы. Мне больше последнее понравилось, где он такой типа уходит. Я его отпускаю, все дела. Ой-ой-ой. Нет. А ну-ка. А, да, и вправду я могу выбирать, куда тпшиться. Какой кошмар.
This person is not a match. Inaccurate. Scan results show a partial positive.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to...
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do. My sister is out there. I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
We can't let you stay on board.
Что ж, вот миссия и пройдена. Так, первый убийца, да, приоритетная, поговорить с Сэмом, да. Дополнительные задачи. Я прям не понял. Не понял. Привет, привет. А чё, я что-то... Он куда-то прям указывает, этот датчик, что что-то прям... Вот это вот миссии и, скорее всего, экшен, я надеюсь, будет. Иначе, я не знаю, это все затягивается и притягивается. Просто кошмар какой-то. Столько всяких побочек, диалогов, тонны просто диалогов. Вот это вот говорины, вот это вот все что-то прям. Что? Я не получил... Чего?
I'm certain, Professor.
Вот так-то. Теперь, да, сканировать кучу всего. Сканировать, сканировать, сканировать. Пропавшее судно. Неплохо. Так. Осмотреть место убийства. Пропавшие ковчеги. Отлично. Ну, наконец-то. Сюжеточка. Сюжеточка. Вот она. Я даже сохранюсь. Сестреночку я так и не нашел. Где же она, интересно? Так, а тут у нас заперто, открыто. Понятно. Так, я готов. Вот этот модуль напоминает мне DLC-шку из второго, что ли, Mass Effect. Там тоже про какого-то робота, про искусственный интеллект, про доктора. И...
I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient. Far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Типа вот так, да, они объяснили, значит, переключение между всеми классами во время боя.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Итак, что это у нас тут вообще происходит? Штурмовик. Это ж стандартные классы. Ну что, ближний бой, сила. Используйте биотику вместо прыжкового ранца. Втягивающий удар, атака ближнего боя восстанавливает щиты. Боже мой, это божественно. Это мне напоминает Dragon Age. Там тоже такой был класс, короче, за мага, который от удара восстанавливает щиты. Боже мой, я все-таки не зря. А ну-ка, вот я за стража бы хотел поиграть, но что-то... Урон всех комбо, скорость перезарядки. Вот и так, поглощает значительную долю урона, прошедшего через щиты. Говно какое-то. А вот тут прям ближний бой. Ближний бой, сила, урон, скорость перезарядки, снижение стоимости щита, максимальный заряд щитов, вытягивающий удар. Прям, да. Штурмовик, все, что нужно. Но только давай вот. Блин, я знаю. Профиль, пожалуйста. Блин. Мне нужны профили, нет. Лазутчик, вот. Ой, исследователь. Так, техника, скорость, урон от умения, восстановление щита. Биотический скачок. Уклонение позволяет быстро преодолевать короткие расстояния, даже если на пути находится твердое вещество. Это... Мастер на все руки, обладающий по 2 очка наука вложено в боевые, технические, во все 3, да. Так-то да, я люблю прям полные гибридные классы.
Welcome back, Ryder.
I take it you're based here on Sam Node?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission team, even over great distances.
What more can you tell me about my implant?
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field. This raw data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis of the situation.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
You removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Uh-huh. Just promise you won't fry my brain or anything.
Trust is an important concept in any relationship. Alec taught me that. I will not fry your brain. It would end badly for both of us.
Me more than you.
Вообще, я так понял, тут теперь избавились, да, от этого. Плохие, хорошие варианты, да.
Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitored Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
What are your capabilities?
Each ARC houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Alec Ryder to support Pathfinders and their teams.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How'd my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
So there are other Sams out there?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure.
А
I am the most
Шепарду никто
advanced
не дал
Sam in
такого.
the initiative.
What did you mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship between two life forms. A flower provides nectar to a bee, who in turn provides pollen for the flower. The bee gains nourishment, and the flower can propagate. In similar fashion, my own evolution was shaped by your father's experiences, and will now expand with yours. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties. We each benefit.
That's all for now.
Of course.
Ну, хоть немножко до уровня Шепарда дотянулся. Так, лучше бы, конечно, умение какое-нибудь качнуть бы. Что мне там... О!
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style. They call her the Tempest.
У нас с Нормандией-то она не сравнится. Хотя прям были-то пародия Нормандии. Все-таки вау, вот это корабль, вот это эпик.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people.
Гастробайтеры
We're
как
14
всегда
months
трудятся.
late.
Ничего не меняется. На дворе 2100 какой-то там год.
So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready?
Если в моей
The
стиме
sooner we
нет.
get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Ты какая-то
They
скользкая
told me it wasn't
девочка.
essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need
Снайперша, да?
people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Ой, да ладно, сейчас вот мы высадимся на планетку. Я вам покажу прям действия, прям дикий кшончик, сливы, особенно сливы. Ой, сколько я буду сливаться, наверное, какой кошмар, а. Нужно качнуться. Качнуться больше в штурмовика, да, уйти надо. Так. Больше в штурмовика.
Everything state-of-the-art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Lesser crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah, glad to see you looking well.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Теперь еще корабль 3 года изучать надо будет.
And Ryder, of course. All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
It's really gonna be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Пилот. Очень важно посмотреть на пилота. Все ясно.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
The meeting room. You can make vid calls from the central table, or just get the crew together.
Ой, опять тонны диалогов, все-таки никакого экшена.
We call this the research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from here.
Так, тут, скорее всего, кто-то сидеть будет, да? Нет? Воу.
We're almost out there. Hello. Finally. I've just got to finish this download from the Nexus. We'll be ready for launch.
Лифт вниз, да, скорее всего.
Hi there.
Я
Can we
так-то
talk and
слышу
stuff
Блу.
later? I've got some last-minute adjustments. She'll be ready to go when you are.
Hi, Ryder.
Confirming, Nexus. We're good to go. Finalizing orders, flight plan, command access. Ready when you are.
А чё, Нига не полетел с нами? Ой, как хорошо. Конечно, он присоединится, я уверен в этом. О, докторша, отлично.
Most of the...
Так.
Crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh?
Ну так-то у них тут тоже ничего.
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
Как-то слишком Это что, типа беговая дорожка? А, не, нифига. Боже мой. Сколько этих дополнительных заданий, я вообще... Буря. Встретиться с Кэрри. Так, шмотки, да, и все. Длинные рукава, короткие куртка. Ну, давайте в курточке подходим. И что, и все? Настроить цвет. Ну, меня, в принципе, и такое устраивает. Что показывает еще ниже?
Some serious kit over here.
Нет, все-таки не тут.
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
Always game for new toys.
This makes use of old ones. Like anything you grabbed on Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down, give you options.
We're on our own, for everybody else. That's what Pathfinder means now.
Yeah, well, everybody should be so lucky. This tech is aces. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
О, научный терминал, да? Значит, выберите исследование, чтобы открыть новые чертежи и усиления при помощи добытых научных данных. НД. Выберите разработка, чтобы создавать новые предметы и улучшения. Так, блин. Чтобы использовать полученные чертежи и собранные материалы для создания снаряжения и улучшения кочевника, перейдите... О, здравствуй, РПГшечка из задротства. Скупать какое-то оружие. Блин. О, я могу это все создать, я так понял. Так, что там? Что-то пока... Нет, я пока... не буду тратить ресурсы, потому что мало ли чё. Циклон. Еще не пойми чё. Оружие. Технологии Лея. Че это? А, типа инопланетные всякие пушечки. Прикольно. Что? Меч? Тут же нельзя же, наверное, мечом драться. Это скорее какая-то пушечка или что? Блин, если тут можно мечом драться, это вообще эпик будет. Ага, и торговый заодно терминал. Все вместе.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
Так, я тут уже был. Где докторша, я не могу понять, что за дела, я же прям ее видел.
We can grow plants for food and oxygen, keep any specimen
Ой,
safe.
да ладно, я понял, что это... Нет. Тоже нет. О! Лекси. Станция сброса навыков. О боже мой, это божественно. Наверное, бесплатно, да? Райдер. А, 20 кредитов. Ой, так это, ну, пока что даже для меня это ни о чем. Хотя у меня соточка вроде. Но это не так много.
Excuse me. I need to make sure we have everyone's medical files from the Nexus. Come by after launch, and we can catch up properly.
Так. А куда ты мне все показываешь? Вниз. Куда еще ниже? Я не знаю, куда еще ниже. Куда тут еще ниже можно? Что у нас за задание? Журнал. Так.
Эй.
Да-да, привет. А, мостик. Ну чё, Джокер, где ты? Джокера нет, только бухгалтер сидит.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Kalojath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Plenty of dangers out there, but I'll do my best to avoid them.
Конечно же, ничего не получится.
Wouldn't want to lose my finest work to that angry cloud. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
А где сестра? Я чуть не могу понять.
Transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
Нет, пора.
I never planned to be Pathfinder. I don't know what's out there. But we're the Milky Way's best and brightest. We can do this.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
все прям охренели от этого корабля, прям вообще.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
Здравствуйте. Так, на Эос, да?
To Eos, then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
2 failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
Так, ну давайте немножко в сюжеточку прыгнем. А это что, он типа сам путешествует без ретрансляторов, да? У него какие-то свои там сверхзвуковые скорости. Ух ты.
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated Eos.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of Eos.
Мне раньше было круто, ты прям корабликом управлял на этой. А теперь вообще вид от первого лица. Вообще ненавижу вид от первого лица. Это вот прям... не круто. И... так.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the cat.
О, ближний бой, конечно же. Так. О, нет. Его беру. Значит, потом, что у нас? Штурмовые винтовочки, да. Ну, Мститель уже есть, пигале уже есть. Дробовики, да. Катана, помню, с прошлой частей. И что-то непонятное. Так, скорость остальных умений 100%, в принципе, отлично, да, если я на дробаш поставлю, потому что дробаш... Так-то дробаш-то мне и нужен в ближнем бою, я же как-никак этот... Ой-ой-ой, минус. Так, скорость 85, точность, макс боезапас, вес. Вес больше, зато урон-то плюс 33 прям. Нет, все, печалька. Пока что только вот так вот. Ну-ка, а что у нас? Объем магазина, в принципе, не особо-то и нужен. Моды. Интересно, они снимаются, нет? Так, а ну-ка проверим красный этот. Ой, можно одевать и снимать, вообще шикардос. Так, пигали. Моды. Значит, пробивной урон, пробивная дальность боеприпаса, объем магазина и ближний... Это интересно, как работает. Я должен обязательно его держать или не обязательно его держать? Ну давай его поставим и вот это. Подтвердить набор.
Suiting up.
Ready, Freddy?
Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
Нига такой, тут как, тут уже ему солнышко вообще ни почем, в отличие от главного героя.
I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
This is exactly why we came. A new galaxy, a new ship. I can't wait to get both a little dirty.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
А чё, я думал, уже на машинке можно будет кататься, но нет. Whoa.
How to even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile
Ух
encounters.
ты!
Plus, no Pathfinder. If EOS is like Habitat 7, that signal we scanned must be connected with the atmosphere. We could
Чистый
use the
биотик,
outpost's
да?
antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on it. They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make EOS a home.
А, чё это ты без шлема? Я что-то не понял, дорогой. Ты... Там... Я вообще что-то не шарю. Значит, написали, что надо вроде освободить эту... Какие у нас задания вообще? Очистить атмосферу от радиации, да? Но я смотрю, вам, ребятки, посрать вообще на это дерьмо. Кошмара. Кораблик-то большой. Ай, думаю... Стоит закончить, а то и так очень долго из этих диалогов была трансляция 2 часика, скорее всего, да, я уже этот и просто, я не знаю. Если дальше пойдет, меня ж затянет, а я сейчас начну еще сливаться, куча врагов, тут вот это все будет. Лучше самое вкусное оставлю на завтра или, короче, до следующей трансляции, вот так вот не буду загадывать. Вот. Как раз будет экшен, возможно, некоторые ответы на вопросы. И вообще у него стекло не темное, блин, вообще не профик какой-то. Ладно, всем спасибо за просмотр, всем до новых встреч.